Columbia City is not only the place where I live and have my home and raise my children, but it's also a very, very, very diverse neighborhood with a creative atmosphere of community, a lot of children, a lot of diversity, and it's really a fun place that's up and coming and booming in the city of Seattle because of its historical district recognition, as well as the light rail station is located here as well. This is a partnership with the Seattle Housing Authority. They regraded all this and replotted it, and we committed to doing 15 of the homes in here, and they're all individually architecturally designed. They're all 5-star built green, and with the excitement that this project generated, we actually extended that commitment to an additional 36 homes. So in the end, we have 42 homes. And when we have an opportunity to do so many of these homes in one location, it brings all these same like-minded people together who believe in our architectural style, but mostly they believe in sustainability and they believe in our mission. It is actually a tour de force, so to speak, where everyone can really, really enjoy living together, sharing habitat together, sharing community together, and growing together, raising their families together. Our very first buyer was, I think, a big coup for us. She is the head and the project manager of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and she built the Iris building down at the Seattle Center. So having an architect believe in what we were doing and being our first buyer, and she committed to our project before I even owned the dirt. So the fact that we sold our very first home to someone who is an expert in architecture and design before I even owned the property let me really feel that we were onto something here. Typically, this is where you would have your car driveway come down to feed autos to these 4 homes. Instead, we have a communal area where neighbors can all have conversation with each other, interact, and we've stuck parking off to the side. So this is the first central hub for the first 4 homes that we built. And as we continue to commit to this community, we want to create a connection between each set of homes that we built. So the next 4 homes are connected by these little dots in the walkway. So instead of having individual communities, it became one larger community, one larger sustainable micro-community, all with the same mission, all with the same message, and all with the same architectural style and drive. As we come through this next walkway to phase 3 of the project, these particular homes are all designed similar, but they're all different techniques, different sustainable ideas, different windows, different insulation ideas, because as we developed this project, we were really trying to fine-tune our construction processes on efficiency. And it all wraps up into this beautiful home in the back here, the passive house. It's the first passive spec home that's ever been built in the Northwest. And we really feel that this is the direction we're going with all of our design, is homes that are built to be 90% efficient or net zero. As we continue through Columbia City and in Rainier Vista neighborhood, we completed this side of the project, and we preserved this big, beautiful old oak tree as part of our design, and it really creates a nice buffer between our community and the street. But then we moved across the street to what we call Block 42. And Block 42 is our next 10 homes that we developed in this neighborhood. So as we developed these next 10, it translated into more opportunities across the street in Block 35. So as you look across the street at Block 42, I want to point out the different roof angles that we did here. You know, they're both set up perfectly for solar. So particularly the home on the right, where you see an off-pitch roof, architecturally it's interesting, but there was a purpose behind that. And the purpose was that's a perfect 33-degree angle for solar panels to be installed on that roof. So it's solar ready. So as we walk across the street, we're going to focus on our little community garden here, where everybody has a little section of land where tomatoes and pumpkins and sunflowers and lettuce can be grown. But it's really the tail end of our project right here. We're on our last of 42 homes, Like I said, it's kind of bittersweet in a way, where we're wrapping up 42 homes, which is great, but it's also sad because we're going to be finishing this up in the spring. So here's the tail end of the construction that we have right now as it's coming out of the ground. What's up, Dave? What's going on? Smile to the camera. There's our master framers in there. This home is our second passive house that we put into our inventory. It's designed, again, it's oriented to the south. Those awnings are not just architectural, they provide shading. So the summertime, you don't get blasted by the heat. Super high performance windows we brought in from Portugal. But really, we're calling it the cork house because this house is wrapped in 3.5 inches of exterior cork. Also from Portugal, not a coincidence. But it is the siding, you never have to treat it, you never have to paint it. It is what it is, it's an organic thing. Every single one of these homes are different and unique. And a home that you really might be attracted to and like architecturally might not fit for somebody else, so we give them lots of options. So every home is different. Most developers will come in and do 4 units and they'll basically all be the same, because it is a very smart way to build homes, where you can just build the same thing 4 times, put them on the market and sell them. Well, our projects, they don't like unit 1, they can go in unit 2, or unit 3, or unit 4, and hopefully they find something they like. Hey, thanks so much for joining us on our little journey through Rainier Vista, our sustainable micro-community here in Columbia City in Seattle, Washington. It's been a pleasure to develop and design sustainable homes at this level, in this area, in my own neighborhood, and we hope to continue our sustainable initiative throughout Seattle, throughout the world, making the best homes, the most sustainable homes this planet has ever seen.